iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Full-Time Fantasy Show. FullTimeFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Full-Time Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Dr. Roto, get out the insurance card, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, let's get to yesterday's trade deadline. Much ado about nothing. I told you that. Told you that yesterday. Oh, this guy wants to get traded. This guy's going to get traded. Nothing happens. The NFL they don't trade. They don't, and it's terrible because some guys need a new address. A.J. Green says he wants a long-term deal with the Bengals. I'm sure he just wants a long-term deal. Right? So it doesn't make sense. Then there's lying. Jamal Adams. Oh, they were going to trade me. No, they're not. Now they are. I mean, it's just so much distrust. Do you think Jamal Adams wants to play football right now for the Jets? I think he wants to play for anybody but the Jets. And can you blame him? If I'm a player, I don't want my team to lie to me. I don't want liars. Right? Do me any way you want, but don't lie to me. At least tell me what's up. So, random comments. The Redskins plan to trade Trent Williams in 2020. How stupid is this team? I mean, I just don't know which team is dumber, the Jets or the Redskins. They deserve each other. Seriously. Two morons. How many morons does it take to make a trade? Two. The Jets and the Redskins. The guy obviously doesn't want to play for you. He doesn't want to be there. We'll trade him next year. Why not now? You think you're going to get more next year when he's older? I mean, you take the best deal you can and you get him off your team. And you move on. Because right now, this is in the newspapers. This is all over. It just corrodes your locker room. Stupid. Who wins? Good locker rooms, good clubhouses. Do you remember the idiots on the Red Sox? The idiots with Johnny Damon and all those guys, they loved playing together. They were happy. They were happy idiots. And they performed well. You think the Redskins locker room or the Jets locker room is happy right now? What a waste. Silly. And I hate using the D word, the dumb word, but it's dumb. Right? I know better, but it's crazy. We're going to trade him next year. Why don't you trade him now? Why don't you get something now? You don't think the Cleveland Browns would give you something now? Don't you think you would get more from a team in a playoff hunt now than you're going to get next year? I think you will. I think you will. I do. I think you will. All right. The Lions and Falcons talked about trading Devonta Freeman. That would have been interesting. What would the Falcons have done with no Ito Smith? Is Brian Hill the answer, or does it really not matter? But I think Devonta Freeman's not the problem. The offensive line's a problem, and the defense is a problem. It's not Devonta Freeman. See, that makes no sense to me. Oh, we're not doing well. Let's trade Freeman. But maybe Freeman's not the issue. Maybe it's the fact that you have nobody who can tackle or cover. Don't you think that's the issue? How about that? Now, if you said Devonta Freeman for Darius Slay, now I'm interested because Slay can cover somebody. See the difference? Crazy stuff. Crazy. All right, more news and notes. Sterling Shepard, I don't know if he's on track to play Sunday, but he's on track to play soon. I don't know if he plays on Monday night against Dallas. Not sure about that. I'm going to guess no. But I think he's close. It's not this week, it's next week. Okay? That's good news. Bad news is that Brandon Cooks is seeing a concussion specialist. Guy's had 2 concussions in the last month. Sterling Shepard better be careful. He's a young dude. We don't need another concussion. I want to make sure he's 100%. Maybe 1,000% if I'm the Giants. I can't risk it. I can't risk him not being 1,000%. This season's in the trash, right? Giants are going nowhere. So do I need to rush Shepard back? No. I've got Darius Slayton. I got Golden Tate. I'm good. Seriously, I'm good. So I want to watch that carefully to see what the Giants do. O.J. Howard, long shot against the Seahawks. Still the sideline on Wednesday. I'm going to put circle Friday on the calendar. If he's not playing Friday, he's not playing this week. All right? It's a good matchup. but it's maybe a Cameron Brate matchup. Just throwing that out there. Chris Herndon, limited in practice, but I think he's going to play. So when I entered my lineups in this week, I did enter it thinking that Herndon was going to play. I need him to play so badly. Sam Darnold just feels like he can throw to the tight end. Ryan Griffin did well last week. Maybe just likes throwing to that guy. So I'm hoping, praying that Herndon plays. Speaking of Sam Darnold, he is practicing in full against the Dolphins. He's going to wear a brace on his thumb, but this should be a good game. Adam Gase is going to want to win this game against his old team, and the Dolphins don't want to win. So, the Jets should get a big W here. If the Jets don't get a W here, all hell's got to break loose in New York. Seriously, there's got to be investigations. The Bengals are already benching Andy Dalton. They don't want to win. Nobody wants to win. Seriously, nobody wants to win in football. It's embarrassing. All right, I mentioned earlier that A.J. Green wants to be with the Bengals long term, and here's my question. Why? Why? Why do you want to be with the Bengals long term? Oh, my kids love their schools in Cincinnati. Okay, I'll give you that one. My wife is happy here. I'll give you that one. Outside of that, I want no part of it. Seriously, I want no part of that. It's a joke. Don't you want to win? At this point in your career, you're A.J. Green. Don't you want to win? It kind of concerns me that he wants the money and he doesn't want to win. Right? I want the money. No, I take that back. I want the money because I'm not playing. But if I was playing, I'd want to win. Right? That's fact. If I wasn't playing, if I was sitting on the sideline, I'd be like, give me the money. But if I was playing, I'd be like, I want a Super Bowl ring. How many guys get a Super Bowl ring in life? Not many. All right, Mike Badgley will be the Chargers kicker week 9. Chase McLaughlin has been cut. So that's good news. I like Badgley. He was a guy that I was circling on the calendar, that's on the draft boards. I liked him. And then, of course, he got hurt. That sucks, but I do like the guy. The Patriots signed Nick Folk. Mike Nugent is terrible. Seriously. Nick Folk is terrible. I don't know. There's a guy, I'm friends with this NFL agent who's got a guy named Josh Gable. Now, I've heard Josh Gable's got a screw loose. I get that. But the guy kicks like 70-yarders. Go YouTube him or go look him up, Josh Gable, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The guy's from I think Nebraska, and he kicks really far. I don't know why he can't get a look, but they're literally digging Nick Folk out of a grave. I don't get that sometimes. Makes no sense to me. All right, let's talk about the Broncos for a second. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I feel very confident with what I'm telling you. Firstly, Brandon Allen plays this week, and that's going to be it. Unless they win the game 40-0, I think that's the end of Brandon Allen. We will start seeing Drew Lock week 11. Okay? Now, there's another guy named Tim Patrick who is now back. I think he is better than Deshaun Hamilton. I could be wrong with that. But I think he, Sutton, and Deshaun are the guys. Okay? So if you are absolutely, totally desperate. Now look, this is far away. I don't think we need to make this pickup tonight. I don't think so. I think we need to make this pickup in 2 weeks. But if I was in a dynasty league and I was literally grasping at straws, which is what we are doing at this point, I might have my eyeballs on Tim Patrick. Okay? I like Robbie Anderson this week. There's an article here. ESPN's Rich Cimini reports the Jets are offered a 4th rounder, but were seeking a 2nd. The Packers were interested. Interesting. He's a contract year player. I think it's interesting. They're going to want Robbie Anderson involved. I kind of like him this week. I do. I kind of like him this week. He is the deep threat. Xavier Howard is out. If there's ever a week that Robbie Anderson should score, it's this. But then again, Adam Gase is the coach. So if Demaryius Thomas has 3 touchdowns, I wouldn't be shocked. Right? This is my non-shock look. You can't see it, but you're going to trust me. It's there. All right. What else do I have here? Chase Edmonds, sidelined. I actually dropped him in a league. And here's why. Let's talk about it. I just feel that the next 3 games are very hard. They've got the 49ers twice, And I believe they have the New Orleans, the Saints. So let me take a look. Give me a second. One moment, please. Please hold. All right, Arizona, full schedule. So, yes, San Francisco, then Tampa. Sorry, there's Tampa, not New Orleans. Tampa, great run defense. San Francisco, the Rams, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Seattle, and the Rams. So, as much as I like Chase Edmonds, I do. You know I love Chase Edmonds. Love him. Love him. The next 3 games are brutal, and he has a hamstring injury. So the question is, do I want him for the last 4 weeks? I don't know. Maybe. Is it worth it? I got to get to the fantasy playoffs. So if by cutting him allows me to get there, I'll take my chances. Because I've got to think, unless David Johnson and Kenyon Drake are both hurt, he's not going to get that much playing time. So I want you guys to think about that. When you're cutting guys on waiver wire, what's their longevity? Can they help you during the fantasy football playoffs? If they can't, we got to cut them. Now, sometimes we don't know. Like, remember I told you, I think I mentioned this on the radio show. I almost cut Jalen Samuels. I did. Because I was like, well, this guy can help me. Well, no, at the time, no. There was James Conner, there was Benny Snell, there was Samuels. Samuels was hurt. But the truth of the matter is now Conner and Snell are hurt. So you never know, right? We never know for 100%. What we try to do in life is try to do the right thing. And if the right thing works for us, so be it. Right? I always try to do the right thing. I never want to do the wrong thing in life. So if I think the right thing is to cut Edmonds, I'm going to do it. I'm not always right. Don't tell my wife that. But I try to be right? I try to be right. And I try to make the right moves that will help us win. But I can't always do that, right? I can't always do the right thing, but I try my best. Do I cut Edmonds? I'm thoughtful about it. If I cut Edmonds, he's not usable for the next 3 weeks. He's got a hamstring injury. He comes back. There's David Johnson. There's Kenyon Drake. Maybe he gets 5 to 8 touches. Is 5 to 8 touches of Chase Edmonds worth keeping something? No, I cut him. Thoughtful, right? That was not random. That was not a random cut. It's thoughtful. If you're doing that, if you're putting in that kind of analysis, then good things will happen. When you're like, Edmonds has a red cross next to his name. I think I shall cut him. You can't do that, right? You got to be thoughtful, okay? So when you're going through the waiver wires, look at each guy. What can they do for me now? And of course, what can they do for me later? You know I want to be looking at that. I want to look at the today, but I want to look at tomorrow. So for example, Zay Jones might not do anything for me this week, but in 4 weeks he might. In 4 weeks he might be comfortable with the offense. Maybe he's worth something. Maybe he's worth nothing. I don't know, but I want to keep him if I can because maybe there's upside there, right? They need another receiver. So it's possible that he has some growth. Will I cut him? Yes. If I need to, yes. But I don't want to unless I absolutely have to. Make sense? I hope it does. All right. Do me a favor, guys. 2 things. 1, check me out at Full Time Fantasy. Enter the promo code ROTO50 for 50% off your first 2 months. Also, I have my article out today at si.com/fantasy. I do my start sit article. Check that out. I hope you like it. But right now it's time to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. This is Dr. Roto saying be well and take care.
Thanks for listening to Full Time Fantasy. There's never been a better time to join and go full time. Visit fulltimefantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO50 for 50% off your first 2 months. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time.